This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. We're ready to go. Off to the first hole. Frank, were you the kind of player who actually might have been worried if you didn't have first tee jitters?
Definitely. You didn't have the energy if that was the case. But it's about turning that energy into some sort of positive form. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it. Smoked that one. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Now his third, staring right at the green. Oh my goodness, he just made that. I cannot believe it.
I was thinking might get it close. And just a great shot.
To the second hole now, par 4, only 371 yards. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
It's really a layup hole here. No need to hit driver down there. The biggest bunker in the distance there is about 300 yards. You have to avoid that. Nothing wrong with hitting an iron or even a hybrid off this.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies. He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Stays at 1 under with that par. Now to the third hole, a par 4, 471 yards. Frank, break this hole down for us.
Well, the trouble appears down that left side with the series of bunkers, but you've got to take into account the trees that are well positioned down the right side. Plus, as you can see, this fairway is not exactly flat. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location here at number 3?
If there's a desired shot pattern, it's a little draw off the tee and a little draw in. And the reason why, if you look at the shape of that green, it's on a 45-degree angle to the left. So it really does suit a shot coming in from the right.
That is a beauty, a real beauty. Settles in over the putt.
Sneaking into contention here for that birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the 4th. Frank, this is a very nice start to the round. Couple of birdies on the scorecard, looks extremely solid.
Yeah, it looks well poised actually to have a very good round today.
That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Frank, that is nothing more than a punch to the gut.
Oh, it's cruel, Rich. Good putt and deserves so much more. Another shot added, though.
I mean, takes the wind right out of your sails. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. So we played our first par 3, now to the first par 5 on this golf course at PGA West. It is the 535-yard 5th hole. Frank, it appears as though it rewards precision off the tee.
And the Bombers, too. You can run out of water at 335 yards. So for the Dustin Johnsons of the world and the Rory McIlroys, that's nearly doable. But if you can't hit it that far, it's quite obvious. You've got to keep it down the right side. And for those people, they put 2 little bunkers there.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
What does he have all the luck?
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. And you have to like that. 4 under. Frank, a long par 3 here at the 6th, 255 yards. Club selection obviously is crucial.
Yeah, and length is very important here. Something that can fly high and land soft is obviously going to make that green play a little bit bigger. If you get a breeze off the right or left to right into, this hole becomes very challenging.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich. That was a great first day up there, Rich.
I really enjoyed it. We saw a lot of birdies, excellent play, and some impressive names on top of this leaderboard. Anybody's game. This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today it's live second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
It's called Amen, and whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one. That's an absolute beauty.
Oh yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
Frank, the 7th is a short par 4, 346 yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side, though. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important, this one.
Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side, and then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
Setting up for this next approach, our featured player starting to pick it up after that less than stellar start to the round.
But as we know, Rich, golf is such a streaky game. Perhaps now this player can catch fire and put together some good holes in a row. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
Yet another birdie and yet another tie at the top of the leaderboard.
Frank, the par 4 ninth at 452 yards is all you want.
Yeah, you could make 5 here every day just by poking it down the left side, but who wants to do that? Force your hand, try and go down the right side. You might make the odd 3, make a few more 4s, but miss it on the right, and that's where you start to make a big number.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Well, that certainly puts a different color on the round. Great birdie. Could not have come at a better time.
Starting to battle back.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today live, 3rd round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. We're up and running here, and let's take you down to the action at hole number 1. Warm-ups are done, first 2 rounds in the book, and Frank, this is where careers are made, on the weekends at these kinds of championships.
This is also what you hope for too in professional golf. You know you've got your good stuff. We've seen that through the first 2 days. Put yourself in a great position. Just 36 holes to go. You're looking at that first hole and what the weekend might unfold. That's the beauty of this game.
Frank, this is an approach shot here at the first hole that will get a player's attention.
It will. Very strategically placed bunker that protects that front right of the green, plus the angle of that green. If you're going to take it across that bunker, you better judge that inch perfect.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
It looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Just the tap in to finish the hole. In for par. Frank, the second hole is only 371 yards. What's the challenge here?
The bunkering. This is really well bunkered. You'd expect that for a hole this short. If it's well bunkered, it means that it's vital. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
What a great shot.
And that's going on the fairway here at the second hole. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Locked in on the read and the speed. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Frank, 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here. And if you can take that first bunker out of play, which is around that 285, 290 yard mark, you can start to shorten this hole up a little bit. And, well, the longest hitters, they still might even get a short iron in hand.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location here at number 3?
If there's a desired shot pattern, it's a little draw off tee and a little draw in. And the reason why, if you look at the shape of that green, it's on a 45-degree angle to the left, so it really does suit a shot coming in from the right. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, give him another good look. Now a 7-footer. Well, that's just the case not focusing right there. What a lapse in concentration. Always love to hear the sound of the bottom of the cup. Frank, we're not at the beach. We're in the California desert, but I'm staring at plenty of sand right here.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving here. This is where somehow you do have to focus on exactly where they put the flag, and that's on the green stuff. Green is 36 paces deep. If you can just focus on that and don't let it die sort of weirdness with all that snaking bunkers left and right, and just try and approach it as a straightforward par 3. I know it's easy to say, hard to do.
Par yesterday, now for birdie. Yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, this looks like a fun hole. The first par 5 of the day, 535-yard fifth.
Yeah, as long as you've got something that doesn't go left off the tee shot and doesn't go right off the second shot, you'll be fine.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard. Second shot.
Seems like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with a move coming up. And getting ready for the putt. What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3. Water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
Yeah, it's called Amen. And whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one.
Look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards that.
That ball is lost in the water. Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water. Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Played that one on the commercial side, as they say in the professional game, inside at 30 feet.
Yeah, 27 feet to be precise, but to make it from there, that's asking for a bit.
It's a good-looking putt right here. You might like it. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today, it's the final round of the Career Builder Challenge. Well, Frank, kind of a make-or-break hole here at the 14th, par 4, 389 yards.
For the Cavalier player, you can sort of go at this green in a more direct line. 290 yards will take all this bunker down the right out of play. Just leave you a flick in here. I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you've got to thread it down the left.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Frank, what's the key here? Second shot, 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice high, soft landing shot.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. May get away here with par.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Oh, without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot. Par 4 15th measuring in at 468 yards. Now to the par 4 15th hole, 468 yards. Frank, what do you like about number 15?
The variation of the bunker in here, Rich, I think is excellent. The bunker that meanders its way down the right side tends to go to the right, and then you start to see those two bunkers down the left side. You've really got to try and take that second one on the left out of play. That requires something in excess of 280 yards. From there on in, you've got a chance.
See what they do now with this second shot at hole number 15. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Beautifully done. Nice birdie. Par 5 16th is a slight dog-leg left at 600 yards.
Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, really good chance from this position to make birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Man,
I just pushed it.
boy, that hurts. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. Well, let's see, Frank. Par 3 17th, just 168 yards. You can't miss it right. Can't miss it left. Can't miss it short. You can't miss it long. Good luck. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Do that. What a putt. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, great shot.
Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You're allowed to move that flag mentally 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. This putt is to win the Career Builder Challenge. They'll take it. That's a par. That's why you play the game, to stack up the wins. Great effort right there.